Hello and welcome to Take 5. Thank you for making us a part of your afternoon. I'm Millicent Olivares. It is almost dinner time, and just in case you have no clue what to make, we have the perfect idea. Today is National Shrimp Scampi Day, and Take 5's Brandon Rubalcaba is out at Milano's in Weslaco to see their take on this classic dish. And we are now only a few days away from 5 is One Day. We're going to be joined by Channel 5's very own Dina and Tim in the studio to tell us all about the fun you can expect this Thursday. You don't want to miss it. But of course, you know we can't have today without our Teacher Tuesday. Take 5 is out at a school in Edinburgh to surprise one very deserving educator. But you have to stick around to find out just who it is. The reveal is only minutes away. It's the question we've been trying to solve for years. How can we eat healthier while still keeping all that delicious flavor in our meals? Joining me now with an idea or two is celebrity chef and author of the Mexican food diet, Maru Davila. Thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm super happy to be here.
Yes, well, we're excited, and you know, we have been talking all month long for April about diabetes here on Channel 5. We know it's a very important disease to pay attention to, especially in the Valley. So I'm glad we have you here. Perfect timing. I want to hear a little bit more about your journey. What made you want to start doing these healthier recipes?
Yes, so I took my health for granted growing up. You know, in my teens, early 20s, I was very driven, and I had a dream of going to Harvard, and that, you know, took me on a very long day, you know, work days, no sleep. And what I did was I was always worried only about food as it impacted my weight. And so I would like try to not eat, supposedly, you know, count calories and these type of things. And then when the stress was high and I was hungry because I wasn't feeding myself enough, I would just go binging and then the next day starve. And I did that for a few years. I started having problems with blood sugar, started fainting, and then as time went on, I did go to Harvard, but not in my best shape because I was already struggling with depression, inflammation, prediabetes, and so I ended up getting sicker and sicker until I got an autoimmune disease. And at that point, no medicine was helping me, and I had to go back to school and figure it out because the doctors just gave me more antibiotics, and I just didn't want to do that. And I discovered that there were certain foods that are obvious that I was eating that were keeping me under chronic inflammation. And as you know, inflammation is the beginning of all diseases, right? So you want to avoid inflammation as much as possible, at least chronic inflammation. But then I also found out that certain foods that I thought were healthy were not good for me and were also making my body react. So I started taking them out. So I came up with this concept of the eat to heal and thrive type of method, so, which means eliminate everything that my body cannot process for whatever reason or that I'm allergic to. Add things that my body needs. Add flavors so that I stay excited. I still want to feel like I'm cheating every day, but I do not want to be unhealthy anymore or depressed, right? And then the T is for thrive and transform your life. And so that's what I did little by little.
Wow. And so here we are today, and as we mentioned, you do have your own cookbook. Now, this cookbook has been said to be healthy eating that feels like cheating. So as she mentioned, we're not going to skip out on the fun. There are ways to make our food still good for us, but still have that flavor. So you're going to give us a few previews here of some recipes in your book. So let's get started. What is the first thing we're doing?
So the philosophy, just to mention, is Mexican food, because I was born and raised in Mexico, and as I learned nutrition, I discovered that to fight inflammation, some of the key ingredients are very common in Mexican food. So I went on a mission to develop all the comfort foods that I like and all the tasty foods, take out anything that was bad, substitute with things that were better and tastier, and it just became like super fun. And today we're gonna do this is chicken fajita. So this is marinated chicken with very, you know, organic vegetables like bell peppers, lots of fiber, onion, which is great for your gut and immune system, and some spices that you can probably still smell, like cinnamon, cumin, and chili powder, and those are also good for blood sugar. So I'm always thinking about adding flavor, but how else can I, you know, tame blood sugar, help my immune system, and reduce inflammation? And that's how we marinated, grilled it with olive oil, and now we're ready to serve it. We're gonna use these almond flour tortilla. Corn,
Okay.
I'm allergic to corn, so I don't use that. I also think corn spikes blood sugar faster. This is
Wow.
something I use as a treat because
Okay.
it's not carb free, and it's not something that's gonna add too much nutrition, but
Right.
it's tasty and it doesn't have bad for you ingredients. So I have it once in a while.
Okay.
And then when I don't, or when I wanna eat like more than one taco,
Yes.
then I use like lettuce wraps,
Ooh,
which
okay.
is adding again nutrients, and it's crunchy. These ones are
Yes.
romaines are very crunchy, and I love
Right.
everything. So let's put in some
Okay,
as
so
much
I'm
as you
gonna help.
want. This is your taco.
Okay, so I do love peppers, and I have to say, I hope everyone can see at home as I add this. There are some beautiful colors
Yes.
that are happening in here. I'm gonna put some red just so you guys can see. And I think that's also one of the keys, isn't it? You wanna make sure that
Yes.
you have color in there.
Eat the colors of the rainbow, right?
Yes,
And so then
exactly.
you can add some mole. The mole I created
Ooh,
was,
okay.
it's made with only tomatoes, chocolate, chipotle, and spices.
Ooh.
And it is really good for you. And it adds, if you like spice, you can add more or add
Yeah.
a little and then try it.
Okay.
And then we'll top it up with lime. And it's a perfect combination of flavors that will keep you satisfied and also fun. It seems like you're going out and cheating.
Yeah, it's like you're going to have a little, you're having a little taco. So, okay, I'm gonna put some here. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to drizzle it.
Yeah.
Ooh, as even as I can. That's a big gloop there, but okay.
Yeah. And then you
that
can
is
put a
good.
little lime.
Okay. So I'll squirt it here on the
And
taco.
it would taste, what I want you to do is to eat food
Okay.
or meals that are gonna keep you satisfied,
Right.
excited, very important, and also energized for the next 4 to 6 hours. If you're feeling hungry after 2 hours, you're missing out on either probably protein, not enough fiber, and
Right.
probably not enough healthy fats, because then you're adding too many easily to digest carbs that are just spiking your blood sugar. Sugar comes down, you're hungry, tired, nap.
Right, not keeping
But no.
you full, and that's exactly what you
And
want to
with
do.
the type of job you have and I do,
Yeah,
we
we
need to
gotta be
stay
up all day. Yeah, we
without
need-
caffeine or Red
Right,
Bull.
yes,
right?
exactly. Those are
okay,
not
so
good
now
for
we
you.
got that. Now let's do a side dish. It's
Ooh, okay.
Mexican rice made with cauliflower, because I substituted. The rice is good, but it
Yeah.
doesn't add, in my opinion, too many nutrients. So cauliflower adds fiber, vitamin C, and it's a very good for you. And then I added carrots. We use garlic, onion, and tomatoes. So
And you can
those are
smell
very common, yeah.
Yeah,
And
very
then
good spices. You can smell in
and then
there all that flavor.
we can put it on the side.
Okay,
And
so
that
I'll
would
put it
be
right here? Or
maybe
just a little,
yeah,
let me
whatever you
scoop some
want.
out. Let me
or
scoop
you
some
can eat it
out.
all. I mean, and so I really like that, because then I really try to see the combination of all the things you need.
Right,
Enough
yes.
you would eat probably more than one, so
Of
that you
course,
can say.
yes, yes.
So now I brought these gadgets. One of my new passion is finding all the gadgets that make cooking faster for all of
Okay.
us that are busy.
Yes.
Elevate our meals so they look like more than just like plain vegetables that everybody gets bored, and
Right.
that you can do it really quick. This is something that I did a avocado cream. Instead of just adding a slice of avocado to this, which I would do,
Okay.
I added avocado, olive oil. It has cashew milk, salt, and
Ooh.
it makes it foamy. And I'm
Okay.
gonna try to do it.
How fun.
And it has jalapeno.
Oh, so a little spice.
So you can do
Oh
it
my
pretty or whatever.
gosh.
And it's another taste. Again,
Yeah.
I don't want you to get bored with the
Right.
good stuff.
So this is something exciting. It just kicks that meal up a notch because it's something that you're adding and it's fun.
And by the way, peppers, I try to, if you are okay with spice, I try to add it all the time because it helps with cravings, super high in vitamin C and antioxidants.
Okay.
And it controls your appetite, so why not?
Love. Okay, so that's always just in case you like stuff spicy, you're on the right track.
Yes.
Okay, so good. So now we're gonna finish it off with some dessert, of course.
Yes, and I chose strawberries because these are, very high in antioxidants, very high in fiber, and they don't spike your blood sugar as much as some other ones.
Right.
So I added that. Then I'm gonna add your healthy fats and crunchiness. If you know me, you're gonna know that crunchy is everywhere I can.
It
and
gives
so,
a good little
I know.
texture, of course.
So, and it also has protein, plant-based protein, which
Right.
I like. And then we're gonna do a chocolate foam that I also use this gadget too. I did like a non-dairy heavy cream, and then
Okay.
I added cocoa and then I added monk fruit for sweetener, for
okay.
the
Right.
prevent. I don't do any sugar, and vanilla.
Ooh. How cute is that?
And you
It's
can
like
do it.
you're having
I have a
little
lot
dessert.
of different things. I can do it prettier or not.
Yeah.
But it's very foamy, so you're not eating a lot.
Okay, so
it's
it's
like,
not too heavy,
no,
not too
no,
thick,
no.
the chocolate.
And if you eat this whole meal, I promise you're gonna feel energized, you're gonna feel excited, and you're not gonna take a nap.
Exactly, excited because you've got so many different
Yes.
options, so many different textures that are in
Yes.
there. So you're gonna be full, but it's also gonna be fun.
Yes.
Perfect. And the good news is you can find all of these recipes in your cookbook. You also do have another one that is coming out very soon. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, so what I want to do now is some of the things I'm doing now. Fast, yummy, and healthy only, and also using maybe gadgets and things that are already that make your life simpler. My mission is to show people that you can eat to thrive, you know, because one analogy I came up, it's like when you find good friends, what do you look for? A friend that will empower you,
Right.
that will make you happy. When you see them, you just want to like see them again.
Right.
And then there are other friends that probably you shouldn't have that
Right.
you're like, oh my God, I'm drained, you know, oh my
Yeah.
God, right? Well, food's the same. There's some foods that leave us lethargic, that actually are damaging us inside without us knowing. And there are foods that are gonna leave us like good friends, happy,
Exactly.
energized, empowered, and better than when we started. And that's what my book is gonna be about.
That is such a good analogy, and I gotta say, I'm so grateful that we got to talk to you today to lead us on that right path. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And again, you guys, we know that it is close to dinner time right now, so just in case you're looking, we're gonna repeat her website one more time to you. It is marudavila.com. That's where you can find all of her information that you need to get your own copy of the Mexican Food Diet. Providing a space for adults with special needs is what this organization is all about. We are talking to Camp University next. Take 5 Teacher Tuesday is supported by Agua Dental.
What about now? Is that what a thief looks like?
Eyes were softer. Can I just... This is him. This is the guy.
You need an eye exam.
Wait weeks for an appointment? Now that's criminal.
Word on the street is at Stanton Optical, you don't have to wait for an eye exam. That way, you don't miss important details like faces. 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79 all same day. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
I was recently hit by a distracted driver in an 18-wheeler. When it came time for the insurance company to pay for my medical expenses, they simply denied responsibility. Little did they know, I had giant help. My law giant, he won.
Call today at 956-9million.
Hi, I'm Dale Johnson here with some big news for all of your roofing and waterproofing needs. DLJ Commercial Roofing is now a part of Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. You have trusted our roofing service for years, and we're excited to announce that we are now a part of this renowned company. With Chamberlain's 125 years of experience, we offer expanded services and valued warranties. Everything from cutting-edge roof installations to advanced waterproofing solutions. Visit us at ChamberlainLTD.com to explore how we can protect your asset.
Looking for a furry friend to brighten your day? Every Thursday on Channel 5 News at noon, we'll be highlighting an adorable animal looking for their forever home.
Very lovable, loves cuddles.
Then on Take 5, join us for our Love Your Pets segment. A local veterinarian joins us in studio with advice to keep your pets happy and healthy.
If you're trying to give your dog a pill, you could put it in a little piece of this.
Join us every Thursday on Channel 5 News at noon and Take 5.
Pet of the Week is supported by Bert Ogden Subaru.
Tucker was born with an adventurous spirit and on the surface looked like he was living his best life. My son was training for a triathlon, struggling with sleep and anxiety. He purchased one illicit pill on social media, and that pill took his life. Fentanyl is taking a whole generation of brilliant minds. If you don't receive medication from a pharmacy, count that it has fentanyl.
Visit OnePillKillsTX.com, sponsored by HHSC.
No matter where we start, every mile brings us closer. And as Texans, we take care of each other along the way. Drive like a Texan. Kind, courteous, and safe.
Camp University's goal is to provide resources for adults with special needs. Their annual fundraiser is coming up and they need your help. Joining us today is Pam Voss with Camp University. Hey Pam, thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having me. It's so nice to be here.
I know, so good to see you. So let's talk about Camp U. For people that don't know, what is Camp University?
Camp University is a special place for adults that have finished high school that have disabilities and other special needs. And it's a place where they can feel like they're going to a university, like their friends that graduate and go off, and they have a place that we've built a great community. It's a day program. We go all year long, and it really helps the families so much. It's wonderful for our campers. They enjoy it, but what I've realized is their parents and their siblings need a break, and so that's what happens when we take over during the day.
Yeah, and you guys have a lot of fun. I visited there before. There's a lot of activities to do, but this fundraiser that we're talking about is very important. Let's talk about the night at the races.
This gala that brings in a lot of people from our community, supporters and friends, makes up about 1/3 of our entire budget. So it's crucial for us to have a successful event. And sometimes people can't come, but they can still buy raffle tickets. We have some awesome opportunities, prizes that could be won, and our silent auction is open online to everybody. So even if you're not there, you could be online and help us.
Yeah, for sure. And you guys have performances that day, right? The students perform?
Our students are performing a special song with sign language, and one of their best things is performing. They're not shy, and so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and so just one more time, why is it so important for us to attend this fundraiser? What does it do for the camp?
Well, it makes up our budget, and times have been tough for some people, and so we just hope that we touch hearts and people realize this is a very important mission in the Rio Grande Valley that helps adults with special needs and their families.
All right, and one more time, where can they get tickets? How can they participate?
Our office number is 956-800-5292, and the website where you can get raffle tickets and be on the silent auction if you can't attend is natr25.givesmart.com. And that's where everything is.
Yeah, all the information is there. Well, thank you, Pam, so much for joining us again, and congratulations and good luck with your event.
Thank you for having me.
All right, again, the 15th annual Night at the Races is happening Tuesday, May 6th at the McAllen Convention Center.
Up next, Brandon Rubalcaba is out in Edinburgh. We're going to get to know today's educator for Teacher Tuesday right after this. Stay tuned.
At Wells Fargo, we get it. You started your business to spend time on the things you love, not banking. That's why we offer business checking, payments, and lending all in one place. You're good at business, we're good at business banking. Wells Fargo.
In the Rio Grande Valley, 18-wheeler traffic is heavier than anywhere else in Texas. So if you're involved in an accident, know that big insurance companies will not play fair because they only care about profits, not your health, not the costs you have incurred, and certainly not your pain and suffering. So if you're involved in an 18-wheeler accident, we will stop insurance companies from taking advantage of you.
The Jay Gonzalez Law Firm, a force for justice.
Tonight, President Trump, his first 100 days, the exclusive Oval Office interview, plus the mysterious conclave for the next pope, what we've learned already. World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast in America.
Looking for high quality and low prices? Then Furniture Row's Super 7-Day Sale is for you. That's 7 days to find huge savings on sofas and sectionals, accent chairs and recliners, dining groups, bar stools, bedrooms, kids' beds, mattresses, and adjustable bases. Complete the look with our massive selection of rugs and accessories. Plus, score 48 months no-interest financing. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. But don't wait. The Super 7-Day Sale at Furniture Row ends Thursday.
At Donna ISD's new A.M. Ochoa Primary Science and Sports Academy, we believe discovery sparks greatness. It's a place where young minds explore and future athletes soar. Register today.
Too often, families are torn apart when trying to divide a loved one's assets. Unfortunately, knowing if you will need a will or a trust can be confusing. I'm attorney Susana Silva, and I will guide you through the process. Don't wait. Call me now.
At Wells Fargo, we get it. You started your business to spend time on the things you love, not banking. That's why we offer business checking, payments, and lending all in one place. You're good at business, we're good at business banking. Wells Fargo.
It may be the last Tuesday of April, but that doesn't mean we're stopping Take 5's Teacher Tuesday. We've got Brandon Rubalcaba out in Edinburgh to surprise our deserving educator. Brandon, how is it going over there?
Hey, you guys, we're here at Edinburgh North where we are about to celebrate and surprise our Teacher Tuesday of the week. With me here, I have Principal Delgado. Principal, tell us a little bit about this teacher and what makes her stand out.
Well, we are really proud of Ms. Rico because she is a wonderful teacher. She connects with our students. She has a very high success rate when it comes to students taking their industry-based certification exams, and she's loved by her peers. So I'm not surprised at all that she would be nominated for this because we all appreciate all the hard work that she does for our campus here at Edinburgh North.
Now, Teacher Tuesday is a special award given to a special teacher, and typically it is anonymous. So for the teachers out there that might feel like they're not seen, why do you think this award is something that is special?
Well, it's special because somebody out there believes in you and believes in the work that you're doing because it is anonymous, and it shows that people can recognize the work that you're doing as a teacher for your students.
Mm-hmm. And for you as a principal, what message do you have for teachers out there who, again, are doing such a great job out there, and it's testing season? So what message do you have for those teachers out there?
Well, for all the teachers out there, stay working hard. It's almost the end of the year. Remember that if you're doing things that are in the right interest for students, then you're doing a good job and you're doing what's best for your campus.
And before we go, I know that we are about to surprise our Teacher Tuesday recipient, but what message do you have for her? She can't see this right now, but for later on, what message do you have for her that you want to, let the audience know?
Well, I just want to let her know that we are really proud of her. All of her hard work is recognized, and we acknowledge that, and we wish her the best of luck, as she is also a Secondary Teacher of the Year finalist for the school district here at Edinburgh CISD.
Wow, so she seems like she definitely has a lot going for her, and we are so excited to be able to surprise her. We've got some students here. We've got the mariachi, and of course, the one and only Aqua Dental Sharky. I'm so excited. We're all so excited, and stay tuned because later on, she's going to have the surprise of a lifetime. Back to you, Millie.
We're looking forward to that surprise, Brandon, but of course, we don't want to surprise you with tonight's weather. Let's take a look at our Take 5 fashion forecast.
Oh, it's staying on the warm side of things, and late tonight, very early tomorrow morning, I wouldn't be surprised if one or two of you run into a very light shower. Breezy conditions, and again, we're staying warm. So I would start grabbing the umbrella. I would keep it around. We are going to stay with the partly to mostly cloudy skies for the next couple of days and be staying in the upper 80s and low 90s. That's your Take 5 fashion forecast.
Trees, palms, and plants. This Valley Nursery will help you find just the greenery that you've been looking for. Stay tuned for more details. And the UTRGV Wind and Orchestra and Symphonic Winds has a concert tonight in Brownsville at the TSC Performing Arts Center from 7 to 9 p.m. Tickets are only $6 online, so make sure you purchase yours now.
Memorial Day savings are going on now at Ashley. For a limited time, buy more, save more, up to 30% off your entire purchase. Plus, pay over time with no interest for 72 months. Don't miss it, only at Ashley.
I've been a basketball player ever since I was in elementary school. Through sports, I've learned to be a leader and manage my time. Soon, I'll be off to college, and I'll have to decide which sport to play at the next level.
Registration is now open for the 2025-2026 school year.
Sauced and tossed chicken strips at DQ. So saucy, so craveable. They're making everyone go beast mode. Well, almost everyone.
If you're looking for a great place to stock up on groceries, look no further than Big G Grocery Store. Located in Pharr, this store is renowned for its wide selection of high-quality meats, fresh produce, and delicious breakfast, lunch, dinner, and buffet. Whether you want a quick, easy breakfast or a hearty lunch, Big G has everything you need. Our meat market offers an incredible selection of beef, pork, chicken, and more. Whether you're looking for a juicy steak for dinner or some flavorful sausage for breakfast, you'll find it all here. Big G Grocery Store, as big as our flavor.
Time to honor the 2025 RGV Business Community Leaders at the annual RGV Hispanic Chambers Noche de Gala, Thursday, May 15th at the beautiful Corinthians Event Center. There will be live and silent auctions, dinner, cocktails, dancing, and business awards. Receiving the Golden Eagle Award is Mr. Barry Patel. Call 928-0060 for more information. Come join us.
I'm Jeff Davis. My family has lived in our Lone Star State since the late 1800s. I was born and raised here with Texas values. That's why at Davis Law Firm, we do things the Texas way. Instead of settling cheap, our experienced attorneys work hard to get you the cash settlement or verdict you deserve. Our track record of success is why we get so many referrals from current and former clients. If you're hurt in a car, truck, or commercial vehicle accident, call me at 444-4444. Want more? Call the 4s.
Summer's hottest deals are at Ashley's Memorial Day sale with hot buys starting at just $2.99. Plus, get convenient monthly payments with no interest for 72 months. And with our price match guarantee, you know you're getting the best deal. Only at Ashley.
And today we are also celebrating Day of Trees. And with so many trees native to the RGV, we need to know how to best care for them. Joining me now from Simmons Tree Farms in Harlingen is Audrey Hooks. Audrey, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So now Simmons Tree Farms, you guys have been here in the RGV for quite some time. Just in case our friends at home are a little unfamiliar, what can you tell us about it?
Well, we're a wholesale tree farm, and we have been growing trees north of the Harlingen Airport for over 20 years.
Wow.
So we grow shade trees, ornamental trees like I brought today, and palm trees that we sell to landscapers and nurseries in the Rio Grande Valley, but we also ship all over the state of Texas.
Wow. And so speaking of the state of Texas, you told me this tree is native to Texas. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yes, the tree I brought today is a Texas mountain laurel. It's an ornamental tree. It will get quite tall, but you can trim it back like a shrub. It's native to central Texas. It likes to grow in the hill country, in the rocky soil, but it does great in the valley as long as you plant it in well-drained soil.
Right. And so one of the things we were talking about, obviously summertime is coming. We know that valley heat, it is not a joke. So I would assume most of the trees that are native here to the valley, do they require the same sort of care, or are there specifics for each?
I mean, that is one of the benefits of selecting a South Texas native for your yard, or a Texas native that is a cultivar. It's cultivated to our climate. They're going to require less water. They're going to stress less in the heat. But in our hot summers, there are really 2 tips on keeping the trees you already have in your yard healthy and thriving. So tip 1 is just water to the conditions rather than watering on a schedule. So people will ask me when they put a tree in, how often should I water it?
Right. Yeah, I want to do it on a schedule. Yes.
Of course, because that's easy to manage. And you should start with a schedule, but you need to really check your conditions. You know, has it rained?
Right.
If it's rained on your regular watering day, well, of course, you're going to skip a couple days. The best way to check if your tree needs water is to take a shovel. And around the base of the tree, not right where it's planted, but around what they call the drip line, which is where water falls off of the canopy. You just put your shovel into the dirt, and if you pull it up and it's wet, well, wait a day. Because trees don't actually like to stand in wet soil. Now, here in the valley, we get really, really dry, and we are in the middle of a drought even with our recent heavy rains. And so in those cases, let's say you decide you want to water once a week. you might check that dirt once a week and it's just bone dry. Well, then you need to go every 5 or 6 days. So really think about the conditions in your yard when you're deciding how often to water.
So we want to pay attention to the conditions. We want to be sure that we're not watering on a schedule, like you said. And then there are some tools that can help us, for example, like this water bag.
Yes.
Is that what you said that
this
was?
is a tree watering bag.
Okay.
And you can just Google this and buy it online or look for it in a local nursery. But what this bag does is it zips up around the base of a shade tree. This is really for shade trees. And the important thing about this bag is it helps you water deeply over a long period of time. You know, we get impatient. We turn on the hose, maybe we turn it on full blast, leave it on for 30 minutes, and then we got to go inside and make dinner.
Yeah.
Well, what that does is that leaves the water towards the surface of the ground. We want our shade tree roots going deep. That creates a healthier, stronger tree. So these bags, you put the hose in the hole here, and they hold 20 gallons of water. And then they release the water slowly
as needed
from the bottom. And so the water releases over 5 hours or so, and it goes much deeper into the ground. It's better to water on low and slow. You're going to get the same amount of water on your tree, but it's going to go deep instead of wide.
Perfect. Well, Audrey, I gotta say, I feel very informed. I feel like I could take care of a tree myself now. Thank you so much for joining us and giving our viewers at home a little more tips.
My pleasure.
And again, you guys, if you want any more information on Simmons Tree Farms and all that they offer, you can always visit them on their Instagram. You can also find them in Harlingen. That is at 21225 Crapula Road. And today is National Shrimp Scampi Day. So you know our Brandon Rubalcaba had to try out some of the best here in the RGV. We are headed off to Milano's in Weslaco next.
Tuition-free Harmony Public Schools has 2 Brownsville campuses where students are guided through hands-on learning and new discoveries, preparing them for futures shaped by science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. In addition to strong academics, Harmony offers a variety of athletics and student clubs that encourage teamwork, creativity, and leadership beyond the classroom. From preschool through post-high school graduation support and with a 100% college acceptance rate, Harmony believes every child deserves a no-cost education tailored to their needs and focus on success. Apply now at harmonytx.org/apply.
I finally put the baby down.
Oh, nice. Look how much we earned this month.
Nice.
With Rally Credit Union, even the small wins are big. And with our high-yield Liberty Plus bundle, you can earn and save even more. Rally Credit Union, banking for all.
Do y'all do this every time? Yay!
At Clark Knapp Honda, we know the journey is just getting started. Want a lease? Simple. Looking for a pre-owned ride? We've got the best in town. Clark Knapp Honda, built for more.
Tonight, President Donald J. Trump on his 100th day in office. His first network interview. President Trump, the first 100 days. The interview in the Oval Office. The ABC News exclusive. Tonight on ABC.
Well, we know we're very close to dinner time, and as we mentioned, today is National Shrimp Scampi Day, and you can only expect the best at Milano's. Let's check in with Brandon Rubalcaba to see what's on the menu.
What's up, everyone? It's National Shrimp Scampi Day, and today we're here at Milano's in Weslaco with Chef Larry, who's going to give us the one-on-one with how to make our own shrimp scampi. Chef Larry, thank you so much for joining us today. And tell us a little bit about what shrimp scampi is.
It's a simple dish. It's basically you have your garlic, your butter, white wine sauce. You're going to saute your shrimp. Season. That's it. That's simple as that. You just reduce the sauce down, and
awesome. So
make it at home quite easily.
To get started, what do we do?
First, you get a little bit of your olive oil. Get in your hot pan. You'll get your shrimp. Here we got 8 shrimp. 8.
Love it. This isn't the American way that we're making it, right? We're making both ways. But
yeah, it's
traditionally.
Exactly.
How is it made?
Traditionally, it's just the sauce I just described: the butter, the garlic, olive oil, and lemon, and then it's just that. You can serve it with, crostini or anything like that, but here at Milano's, we serve it both ways, that way, and we serve it on a bed of angel hair pasta.
That's amazing. So, I had no idea that you didn't have the pasta in the traditional way.
No, yeah, it's just shrimp and your sauce. Wow. So once we have it there, it's par cooked. Okay. You'll get your garlic in there. About 2 tablespoons of garlic. Get your seasonings. This is a house-made seasoning that I make here. Okay. I also use it for our blackened seasoning, but once you start getting that fragrance of the garlic, you can throw about a tablespoon of butter in. Maybe about 2 tablespoons of butter in there. Okay. Let that go on with your olive oil and your garlic.
So what is something you cannot spare when making this dish?
Basically, since it only has a few ingredients, there isn't anything you can spare.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can maybe change the protein if you like, but as far as for it to be scampi, it's the sauce needs to be that exact sauce with your butter, your white wine, your garlic. A little bit of white wine in there.
Now, does the wine absorb into the shrimp, or how does that work?
No, it basically cooks down. All the alcohol cooks out, but the flavors come in, yes, with the shrimp and then the sauce. It's mainly in the, it'll be in the sauce, and you want to let that cook down a bit. But you see how it's reducing down? You got a little thicker there. And what you do, you're gonna toss your parsley in there.
And if you guys could smell it right now, it smells delicious. You can smell the garlic and kind of smell the hints of wine, but this all is watering my mouth so much.
It's already done.
Wow.
You see how the shrimp's nice and curled up? What you're gonna do is get a nice
top up with some lemon.
Smooth lemon. I like to just go ahead and toss the wedge in there. It's gonna be a nice lemony sauce. And like we said, there's 2 ways we do it. Serve it in the bowl with some sauce. Then you'll have some crostinis there, some bread. Give that a little bit of the sauce. And then the other way, go ahead and toss it. Go ahead and plate that up.
Wow, and this is something that you guys offer on the menu as well?
Yes.
So if you guys don't want to make this at home and want to have a nice meal with your family or friends, come out to Milano's, have a great time, and enjoy some shrimp scampi, whether it's the traditional way or the funnel carb way. Well, Chef Larry, thank you so much for teaching us the easiest way to make shrimp scampi, whether it's the traditional way or the American way with the pasta. You guys can't go wrong with having some of this at home or here at Milano's here in Weslaco. So make sure you have a great shrimp scampi day. Come on out and have a dish for yourself. How about you say we take a taste of what you made?
Sounds great.
Let's see. This is the ultimate test. And I'm just gonna it's noodly. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Awesome. Literally perfect. Again, you guys, come out to Milano's, enjoy some shrimp scampi or any of their authentic Italian food dishes. For Take 5, I'm Brandon. Back to you, Millie.
Now, we know our hardworking teacher this week is from Edinburgh North, but their big surprise is now only minutes away. Stick around to see who will be this week's Teacher Tuesday. And tomorrow at Quinta Mazatlan, you can walk with the naturalist from 9 to 10 a.m. Learn about Quinta Mazatlan and the plants and animals that call it home. Bring your own binoculars or you can borrow some of theirs. This program is included with park admission.
This is him. You need an eye exam. Wait weeks for an appointment? Now that's criminal.
Word on the street is at Stanton Optical, you don't have to wait for an eye exam. 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79 all same day. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing.
At PSG ISD, we train like heroes. We face every challenge head on.
We push limits. We rise together.
We play like there's no tomorrow.
Victory is earned, not given. From full ride scholarships to championship victories, PSG ISD builds leaders, scholars, and champions. You've got the power. Now make it count. PSG ISD has the athletic opportunities you need to unlock your full potential.
When you're a caregiver, you give all of yourself to those who depend on you. But sometimes even caregivers need a break, which is why Respite Care options are available. Respite Care offers assistance through child daycare or adult daycare in-home or overnight services, allowing caregivers the opportunity to rest and recharge. Taking this time for yourself is essential because when you rest, you care best. Explore resources at TakeTimeTexas.org and learn how you can strengthen the care you give through well-deserved respite.
KRGV Channel 5 cares about the quality of its children's programming. Information on the educational and informational children's programming broadcast by Channel 5 is placed in the station's public service file on a quarterly basis and is available for inspection at 900 East Expressway 83, Weslaco, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. If you have any comments regarding our children's programming, please send them to KRGV Channel 5, P.O. Box 5, Weslaco, Texas, 785-99-0005. KRGV Channel 5 has a strong commitment to closed captioning our broadcasts. This allows the deaf and hard of hearing to watch the news and get the same information as our other viewers. For more information on KRGV Channel 5 closed captioning, contact Paul Aguayo, P.O. Box 5, Weslaco, Texas, 785-99-0005. You can call Paul at 956-968-5555, extension 5627, or email Pablo A at krgv.com. After hours phone number 956-968-3636.
At Stanton, get a stash of contacts for year-round freshness. With 1 year of AccuView Oasis for $149, plus a free contact lens eye exam. Lowest price of the year. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Good afternoon, I'm Christine Galvan, and here's what we're working on at this hour. Today marks 100 days since President Trump started his second term, and since then, 142,000 people here illegally have been deported. That's according to the Department of Homeland Security. The president spoke to reporters earlier today from the South Lawn.
I think we've done everything or it's in the process of being done. For instance, the border is in great shape. I would say that was my #1 thing.
President Trump is in Michigan right now. He is speaking at a National Guard base near Detroit.
A lot of clouds across the valley today. They'll be there into the evening as well. And I can't rule out a shower late tonight, especially in the western part of the valley, but most areas should stay dry. Temperatures fall from the 80s into the 70s under mostly cloudy skies. An update to the forecast for the next 7 days coming up at 5 and 6. Christine?
And that's going to do it for us. Join us at 5, 6, and 10 for more news, weather, and sports. Take 5 continues after this.
With Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet. I got this.
Fargo, send Kaz $145 to Zelle.
Smooth. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Mrs. Lopez, thank you for your trust and patience in this most trying of times. While we have triumphed in your case, we cannot right all past wrongs. Our hope is that this resolution and compensation can begin to heal and strengthen your family. We are here for you, always. God bless Ezequiel Reina.
I'm just getting started, but I know I'm in the right place.
I'm exploring, learning, and discovering what excites me. I found my passion and courage to be myself.
At Mission CISD, we give students the tools, the guidance, and the opportunities to discover their own path to success. Choose Mission CISD, because their future is our mission.
Mark your calendars, May 1st. We're celebrating 5-1 Day, and we want you to join us.
It's a day to thank you for making Channel 5 #1. Drive by our Weslaco station on May 1st from 12 to 1 p.m.
And 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. for our 5-1 Day parade. Meet our team, take some selfies, like that, and the first 100 people get a gift.
Come and celebrate 5-1 Day in person with the Valley's #1 news channel.
We'll see you on 5-1 Day.
Kelly, where do your best mornings start?
Where do you think?
The
best mornings have your favorite stars.
Welcome. I postmated these thrones, and I'm just glad they got it.
The best mornings have the biggest stumps.
I think you met your husband when you were 16.
You are wrong, Mark.
The best mornings start with Kelly and Mark.
You're like apple pie in America.
Every weekday at 9 on Channel 5.
With Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet.
I got this.
Fargo, send Kaz $145 with Zelle.
Smooth. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
Hardworking, deserving, and inspiring. These are the words used to describe our Teacher Tuesday, and we are finally ready to surprise them. Let's head back out to Edinburgh North, where our Brandon Rubalcaba is about to do the big reveal. Brandon, are you guys ready?
Alrighty, guys. Well, we are minutes away, possibly seconds away. Oh my God, we just got the sign. We're about to surprise Miss Rico, and when she comes in, that's it. So let us. Okay, she's at the door. She's at the door, and congratulations! Woo! Come on over. Congratulations, Miss Rico. You are this week's Teacher Tuesday of the week. Oh my goodness. Let me ask you, were you surprised?
Oh, definitely. Hi, everybody.
You have students here, you have staff, you have the mariachi. I mean, how does it feel to be given this appreciation award?
This feels absolutely amazing. This would not be possible without the amazing staff, our ECISD community, our students, everyone around here. Truly, I appreciate each and every one of you. You are so special in every single way, and I hope you know that.
How does it feel that someone anonymously had nominated you? I mean, this was out of the blue. I mean, did you have any idea?
So we can't know who it is?
No, we can't, unless they want to tell you. But as far as we know, you don't know. So how does it feel to be seen, to be known that you are appreciated?
I mean, this feels amazing. I hope not only that I am being shown appreciation, but I hope that everyone at our campus and our students, they all feel appreciated as well, because like I said, this is not just about me, this is about all of us. Us as a community, us as a school, we are Cougar Nation.
Amazing. And with that, what message do you have for teachers out there right now? I know it's testing season. There's a lot of stress going on with teachers right now. But what message do you have for your fellow teachers out there?
The message I would have would be to, wow, it's a hard one because there's so many. Embrace your power. Show empathy and humility. Education is not just about imparting knowledge, but it is about caring and connecting with minds, with hearts, with everyone around you. If no one has told you today, you're doing an amazing job, and we are so proud of what you do. I am so proud of what my school does, my campus, everyone. Y'all are amazing. Do you know, they're very, very amazing. But thank you so much to everybody. My principal, Mr. Delgado, thank you so much. My mom, just keep going and don't stop. And the best advice I can give you is what my mom has always told me. It is, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I truly believe that.
Amazing. Again, congratulations, Ms. Rico. Now, for everyone out there, before we go, make sure that if you want to nominate anybody, message or email take5@caregv.com. And on behalf of Agua Dental, thank you so much for being a sponsor. Now, with that, for Take 5, I'm Brandon Rubalcaba. Mariachi, how about you guys take it away? You did amazing. I'm so excited for you.
And the countdown is on. Dina Herrera Garza and Tim Smith want to see you here on 5 One Day. They're joining us next with all the details you need to know. Stay with us.
You want to feel important.
You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it.
We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers.
We are normal people just like you.
And together, we can make a difference.
Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Did you hear that? The Valley's News Channel is live online. The team you can trust is bringing you all the latest news, weather, and sports on your favorite device. Stream us live in the morning, at noon, in the evenings, and at night. All you have to do is head over to krgv.com, click on the live stream banner on the homepage, and watch your favorite newscast live. It's easier than ever to catch Channel 5 News, the Valley's News Channel. KRGV Channel 5 cares about the quality of its children's programming. Information on the educational and informational children's programming broadcast by Channel 5 is placed in the station's public service file on a quarterly basis and is available for inspection at 900 East Expressway 83, Weslaco, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. If you have any comments regarding our children's programming, please send them to KRGV Channel 5, P.O. Box 5, Weslaco, Texas, 78599-0005.
Hi guys, Dina Herrera Garza here. Do you have Facebook? We do. Catch the top stories, daily weather updates, plus live interviews as they're happening, and much more right in the palm of your hand. Follow Channel 5 News on Facebook.
What are you doing, son?
I'm going to recycle this at G3 Scrap Metal. Did you know you can recycle these cans at G3 Scrap Metal after the party?
G3 Scrap Metal, properly recycling your scrap metal safely. With more than 70 years of experience, G3 Scrap Metal will get rid of your aluminum, copper, brass, wire, and the list goes on. We're committed to our customer satisfaction.
Here at G3 Scrap Metal, we're honest people with honest pricing. Visit us today.
You know that here on Channel 5, 5 is #1, and May 1st is a day where we get to meet you, the viewers, to say thank you. Joining me to talk more about it is Dina Herrera Garza and Tim Smith. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Back on the Take 5 couch.
Yes.
There you go, together, yeah.
We love having you guys. So we're going to talk a little bit about 5-1 Day. So just in case someone has never heard of it before, they should have, but just in case.
Yes, of course.
Can you tell our friends at home a little bit more about why we have it?
Yeah, 5-1 Day is really important to us because it's our opportunity to personally thank all of our viewers for making Channel 5 #1 in the Valley. And it's so important and it's so nice, right, Tim?
And it goes back so far, you know, if you see the 5 is 1 that you see on television, that when I got here in 1981, people were already doing 5 is 1.
Wow.
And because five became, became the #1 station in the Valley. And so it's our chance to say thank you for making us the #1 station in the Valley by inviting you to come by and visit.
Right, and it's a whole lot of fun. We meet so many people out here every single time. So let's talk a little bit more about the specifics. If people come in to visit on 5-1 Day, what can they expect?
All right, well, there's going to be a parade of cars.
You are the parade. You're the parade.
You're the parade, yes. We're looking at video of last year's event. And we get to see all of you come in during your lunch break because we have one shift from noon to 1.
Right.
And then in the afternoon after work, you can come by and stop by our station from 5:30 to 6:30.
I love the signs and everything that people painted up their cars and the convertibles. It really was a car show for us.
Yes.
But also, it's just fun to meet so many people that just, you know, we feel like we're in your living room every day, and that's what they all tell us. You're part of our family. So we want to be part of your family. So we invite the family to come by and just visit for a little while. It's a short visit, but we get to come out and say hi and take pictures.
Yeah.
We got our cameras out, we're doing selfies, you know, and it's a fun afternoon.
Yeah, it's a great afternoon, and it's so nice to hear some of the stories. You know, some people play hooky. Leave school early.
Never.
Come to
And we
visit
won't
us.
tell. We would never tell. No,
tell
absolutely not.
But
Yeah.
it means so much, you know, for us to be able to thank you for being a part we're not only a part of your family, but you're part of our family.
Exactly.
Every day.
And I was going to say, you know, you come out here and you're going to see all of us outside. It's the entire station because so many people make this work every single day. So it's definitely important to all of us here at KRGV to have this.
I think what people don't realize is there's a handful of us that are on camera every day, but there's a huge number of people behind the scenes that are really making it work. A lot of them will be outside too and helping with the whole thing, and it's just fun to get to meet everybody. Even families of some of the Channel 5 employees come through the line. And, you know, so it really is family, you know, but it's a cool opportunity for us to be able to meet you and for you to be able to come by and say hi. And you know, we'll sign an autograph or two, probably take a selfie or two.
And we are all out here. We've got the sports team out here, all of our weather team out here. You know, we're going to have Sergio Puentes, Cecilia Gutierrez, our morning team.
I get to see Cecilia?
Yes.
I see her about once a year.
She'll be here too.
Yes. Our weekend crew, all of our reporters, everyone is out here. So you can come by and, you know, take a picture with any one of them and just say hi.
Just hang out. It's a fun afternoon, a fun hour at noon, and a fun hour at 5:30. So we just encourage everybody to come by and check it out. It's a chance to come by, see the backside of our station. You're not it's not the pretty side. Go through the parking lot.
It's not going to look like what you're seeing on your TV, but still a very good time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, you guys, and we'll see you guys here on 5 one day.
Yeah, our favorite day of the year.
There you go. And again, we're going to show you a map right now on the screen. We're going to be out of our station, as we said, in the parking lot for our parade celebration this Thursday. So make sure you stop by for some selfies and to meet most of the KRGV team. We would love to see you out here. And let's take a look on what we have on our Eye on 5. President Trump will have an exclusive interview with ABC News tonight. He is expected to talk about his first 100 days in office and his plans for the future. You can watch the interview right here on Channel 5 at 7 p.m. And the Dr. Hector P. Garcia Memorial Library has smartphone classes tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. and every Tuesday and Thursday until May 20th. These classes teach the basics on smartphones, telehealth, and app usage. Register by calling 956-565-2371. And tomorrow at the McAllen Public Library, they are holding Parent Perks at 10 a.m. Here, parents can come for the coffee and stay for the connection. Join fellow parents and families for some reading, learning, and playing. And tomorrow morning, adults can craft at the Rio Grande City Library from 10 to 11 a.m. Spring into shelves and craft something fun tomorrow. And Mother's Day is coming up fast, and here at Take 5, we want to help you make memories with your mom. We are giving away a photo session for one lucky mom and her kids. All you have to do is scan the QR code that you see on your screen. It's going to lead you to our registration page. Fill out the form, and you are entered. We also ask that you do send in the most recent picture of your mom and her kids. Our goal is to update that picture. We will choose a winner on May 2nd right here on Take 5. And of course, we want to give a shout out to our friend Julio with Julio's Photography at Margot's, who will help us capture those priceless memories. And that is it for us here on Take 5. We're going to see you back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. for some more local fun. Channel 5 News at 5 starts right after this.
Hi, I'm Charlie Garcia.